This is a Group 2 project movie about expressing and receiving culture. Our group members are Yong Zhang, Hao Yangchen, Mingyang Zhang, and Bo Junyang. We will discuss group work, plagiarism, custom, and law. About the introduction, studying abroad is a good way for international students to broaden their horizons. Then, obviously, cultural difference plays an important role in our life during the time we are in host country, America. Therefore, we try our best to express and receive culture. On one hand, they are helpful for us to make friends. On the other hand, knowing rules can help us take kindly to the new surroundings.
So I will introduce you about how the culture behave in the group work. So since we meet many new peers in the group work, culture plays an important role amongst the group. So what we should do is we should express our culture as much as possible. So why should we do that? Because I read two sentences from two books. The first one is making sure that all voices are heard is one of the most important part of group work. And the second one is a successful leader must pay attention on how followers are perceived. First of all, many elements of culture in custom could be shown in group work. For example, we can decide the position of the time of meeting based on the customer stuff. So, for example, for local group members, they might want to watch football game on weekends, so the time could not be Saturday. And for the Asian people, they might be used to work in library before, so the meeting position is decided to be library. And for the other culture students, they might want to avoid the eating time, so the meeting time is better to be afternoon. And second important element in culture of group work is pluralism. So pluralism is taken seriously in America, but however, students from other countries may not have such concepts. We are in our country. We are used to just copy what teacher said and things on the textbook, but now we should follow the rules in America. And this part should be explained aloud by the local American students. And next, I will going to talk about the general group work. A better distribution of work leads a better result. So it's impossible for anyone to good at everything. Students from different cultures usually good at different things. For example, native English speaker members could do the written language and format checking, and Korean members who usually practice a lot of math and calculation in high school could be in charge of setting up simulations and writing appendix. And Chinese members who are used to answer formal questions could do data analyze and figure out potential errors. So after all, this combination would lead a great outcomes of the group work.
Plagiarism can be an important part in culture. Different countries have different definitions about plagiarism, which should call international students' attention. The punishment towards plagiarism is also different. I'll take several countries, for example, to see their differences. First of all, the United States. Since I study in America now, so from my experience, colleges here see plagiarism as an extraordinarily serious issue. From my school, the Ohio State University's website, there's an accurate definition of plagiarism in Code of Student Conduct. We also have many courses mention plagiarism in our first college year. about the United Kingdom. After checking their famous universities' websites, University of Oxford and University of Cambridge, we can find that they are the same as American colleges. There are no exceptions among Germany, Australia, and Japan. However, in China, there is no special emphasis of plagiarism, especially about academic writing. We are told to not cheat, but we rarely use code of students' conduct or such things. Sometimes we even don't have one, so we may use quotation marks, others' ideas or sentences without clear citations and quotation marks. Obviously, citations and quotation marks are just writing styles we need to know about writing, but we don't realize without them plagiarism happens. As international students, we may ask why we should see plagiarism so seriously. On September 26th, my advisor Diana Bavlakua told us that plagiarism is kind of action that will truly hurt many people. For example, if I make plagiarisms in my assignments, my classmates will hurt since they take effort to do the work by themselves. It will hurt the other since he or she spent so much time to think about ideas and did survey on that. It will hurt my college's honor since the cheating event will be reported by newspaper. However, the victim who was hurt most is myself because I will learn nothing from plagiarism. Assignments lose their meanings if I cheat and then learn nothing. So, by considering this, students should know why people treat plagiarism so serious, but how to avoid this. As far as I'm concerned, international students should check their college websites first. Mostly, there will be some documents about plagiarism. Then, having a meeting with your advisors, instructors, professors, or other school staffs to get suggestions seems like a thing. Also, if there's a writing center in your college, it's a good way to make appointments there and ask for more details. This can also be opportunities for you to communicate with local students. After all, culture shock is always a topic for international students to make friends.
Today I would like to talk about the customer. I will start with two aspects. Firstly, different feelings to each other's customer. There are too many differences about customer between China and America because of the profound historical reason and cultures of each nation. The national character become distinctive. Native people also have the custom about protest damage reciprocity. There is an article said there are only a few gifts that are granted smell marks, and one is at the top of that shortlist. Driving is a great photo of when it's a lot like rolling up to a walnut club in Slick's sports car. I shun a scenery that always makes a good impression. They probably valuable based on two reasons. First, Americans don't care about the value of gifts. Second, the law forbids giving presents that are too expensive. In general, artwork and wins are their favorite gift. If someone invents their friends to have dinner at home, gift is also this simple. I was studying at library school before. One day, my professor invited me to have dinner at his home for celebrating Thanksgiving Day. I gave a box of Chinese tea to him, but he refused that. And he told me this behavior is not popular in the United States. And about the American people are used to leave tips. Annoying, yes. is annoying, and you have to leave gift at a hotel or something like service in the United States. On the other hand, I would like to talk about whether we should follow local people or keyboards. In my opinion, we should follow local people. As an international student, we should not only learn American academic course. The native culture is also necessary to study. Native culture is helpful for us to exist here. However, if a phenomenon is really culture shock to you, you also can keep yours. For example, a classmate said that his roommate also used his toy. Toy is very personal stuff. It's just can be shared by family in China. If we meet this kind of situation, I will come to stop them and tell them your own customer very polite.
Then I will talk about the laws, which is the most important part of our board life. As an international student, I can feel the culture shock every day in Columbus. There are so many differences between China and America. For example, differences in costume, academic, and the most crucial for us, the law. Everyone knows the basic rules of their country, but whether they abide the rules is another story. I will talk in 2 points about law. First one is people's awareness of law. People have different awareness of laws. In China, some people ignore the traffic light when they crossing the road. Some people cross when the right light is right, even if they are not in a hurry. However, in the passage of Hostel, police pull over Henry Martini, who is almost late for class, for running a red light. If he is in China, police will allow him to cross the road and just reminds him not to do so. Americans may think it is dangerous to cross the road when the traffic light is red, but most Chinese are accustomed to this. The second part is the differences between China and America. After I went to the library and read the law of the People's Republic of China on the protection of minors, I found nothing about alcohol. For teenagers in China, most of them under 21 years old do not drink alcohol. However, there is a specific law about alcohol in the US. I found age 21 is the minimum legal drink age in the website of the US government. After I typed the law of alcohol in the search box. Although disobeys the law, it will be punished. Some students who under 21 years old drink alcohol. Some of them ask their friends who are not 21 buy beer for them or make a fake ID. Isn't it a strange phenomenon that teenagers in a country without specific law do not drink alcohol? But teenagers in a country with strict laws try enemies to buy a bottle of brandy, even take big risks? No, because all laws are made based on the custom and the situation of their country. So, just as I said at the beginning, whether they obey the law is another story. All in all, the reason why we point these 4 parts group work, plagiarism, custom, and law out is that they represent the problems that may lead to culture shock. Improvement comes from the communication. Learning knowledge about this gives us a chance to express and receive culture, since we not only learn host culture's rules but also communicate with local people and show them our culture.